20 minutes ago, I stumbled. No, this video is not satire. 20 minutes ago, I stumbled after a 2-hour binge session and can say it was definitely not worth it. But I wanted to. I wanted to get it over with. I wanted the feeling. I wanted to remove whatever stress and anxiety I was experiencing in the moment. And I wanted a good outcome. I wanted to feel something. I wanted to feel loved. I wanted to feel anything but the stress and anxiety that I was exhibiting moments before I stumbled and relapsed. Once again, this is an off day of mine. I work 5 times a week, usually. And during these 5 days that I work, I don't feel tempted. I don't stumble. This could be because I work. Could be because I'm making a space for myself, an environment for myself where I don't have temptation. Because I work, temptation doesn't come to work. Because of the habit that I've built over the years of watching terrible content. My mind, whenever I'm off, I wake up and my mind is just reminded of the terrible habit I've created of whenever I'm off, whenever I'm home alone. Now's the time. Now's the time to stumble. Now's the time to indulge. Now's the time to sin. And once again prove that I'm a hypocrite, that I'm a dog that goes back to my vomit. And I'm very disappointed. I'm disappointed, I'm upset, and full of shame and grief, to be quite frank. I don't know why I keep stumbling. I want to feel good. Maybe it's because I don't have much faith that I'll ever have a partner of my own. Maybe it's because I've just built this habit over a decade long habit. And I just can't find another way to minimize or remove stress and anxiety from my life. Or I just don't have a better way of handling it. This is the way I've chosen to handle stress and anxiety for a lot of time in my life. This is what I go to. Despite being a devout Christian, or devout, I feel more lukewarm than anything when I continue to stumble across the same old crap. And it's gotten worse. I feel it's gotten worse. Though maybe I don't do it as often as I used to before. But the amount of time I spend during these sessions, holy moly. Shameful. And I feel like I have all the solutions as well as to how to handle these stressful situations. How to escape, how to not indulge and watch this shit. I might know all these things, but why is it so hard in the moment to just, be rational, be logical, and just not do it? Why is it so challenging? This is something I've been struggling with for so long. Why is it so challenging to just smarten up, man up, be a godly man, and walk away from this garbage in the moment? I'm trying to figure that out for myself. I've been trying to figure that out for myself. And it goes right back to when Peter in the Bible Paul. He describes himself as not knowing why he does the things he doesn't want to do. But the things he wants to do, he doesn't do. But the things he doesn't want to do, he does. It's the evil in him. It's the flesh in him that makes him do these things. And I'm thinking about this a lot. I can't just blame the flesh. Like, I feel I'm definitely responsible for my own actions here. But I can't shift the blame. Because every single time I commit this act, I'm just going to shift the blame again. It doesn't make sense. It is our fault at the end of the day. But when you really look at it, if Eve hadn't disobeyed God in the garden and taken a bite of that apple, would we be here today? No. No. So why am I sharing this? I feel it in my heart to just put it out there that yes, I know people talk about pornography being like super hard to overcome, people sharing their testimonies with pornography and how they escaped it. I have not escaped it. Though I should technically not say it like that. I should rather say I have escaped it, though 20 minutes ago I was struggling with it, or half an hour ago now. To kind of change my mindset. Changed my mindset to think that I actually got rid of it so that I can manipulate myself out of it, kind of. But let's be honest. I think I'm watching it again sometime. Like, if I have to be real, I'm likely to, but I can't say that. If I say that, I'm giving myself permission to do it again. But no, I gotta smarten up. I gotta man up. I want to share different solutions that have helped me in the heat of the moment before. And though, yes, I just stumbled again, it's because of my lack of resolve to really fight these urges or to even prevent myself from being in the environment in the first place. These are some things that might help you guys in terms of struggling. If you guys are struggling, these are things that might help you guys. First thing, if you feel the urge to indulge, to commit this sin, to objectify people, just think about it for a second. And then say it into the universe, tell God, tell the universe, just say it out loud that I'm going to touch myself. Just say you want to touch yourself. Just say it. If you're in the moment and you want to do it, just say, I want to touch myself. I want to touch myself so bad. I just want to touch myself. I want to rub my penis. And I want to ejaculate. How disgusting does that sound? That sounds disgusting. Yuck. That's gross. And this has helped me in the past a few times. Whenever I would use it. I didn't use it today. I don't know why I wanted to struggle with it so bad. I don't know why I actually wanted to do it. Probably just the feeling and curiosity. Oh, maybe there's new videos. Who gives a shit? Who gives a shit that there might be new videos? Okay? That's not irrational. And who cares? That's if I'm always going to have this mindset, oh, maybe there's new videos, then I'm truly never going to overcome it. My curiosity will always get the better of me. And then, boom, Satan grabs me again. Grabs me by the neck, pulls me into the bathroom, and before I know it, back to square one again. Back to square one. But yeah, why not you try yelling or just stating out loud that you want to rub your penis? I cringe every time I say that because it's just disgusting. It's disgusting. It's disgusting. If you say that, you might second guess yourself. You might actually decide, you know what, that's disgusting. I'm not going to do that. People like to use the word masturbate. It doesn't sound as disgusting. In fact, there's a lot of people out there that masturbating is fine. Like, masturbation doesn't sound like... It's not a word that will really hit you in the chest, unlike rubbing your penis. There's something different. It's so weird. But either way, this is one thing that has helped me. Stating out loud what you're going to do and what you're thinking about doing. And even if you're in the middle of the act already, just say it again. Maybe you'll get turned off. But that's number one. Number one thing I would do. If it feels like you can't really leave your room. Secondly, yeah, leave your room. Like, just leave. Just go. Go away. Go away. Go away. You know the patterns to your behavior. If you don't know the patterns to your behavior, I would advise you type a spreadsheet out and find out what the triggers are to your masturbation to your porn viewing. And every time you relapse, chart it, state what you were doing before you had the release or the trigger to do it, and your emotions after. Maybe you can pick up on some patterns. For me, it's when I'm home alone, it's when I have a day off at work. I have no responsibilities today. None. Zero responsibilities. And perhaps this is why I decided to watch it. There's no one here. I have the whole place to myself. Zero responsibilities today. And I wanted to be productive. I wanted to post a video on my gaming channel. I wanted to record and edit. But the thought of doing that versus watching something graphic and basically getting more dopamine out of the graphic material rather than the video creation. Like, what would you rather pick in this scenario? Probably it's easier to pick the graphic material. So much easier. These are some of my triggers here. Being alone, feeling super stressed out, rather doing something unproductive just because it's easier to do and you get the same amount, if not higher amount of dopamine release when doing it or even before doing it. The thought of doing it releases the dopamine. Just the thought. So I'd advise you to identify your triggers. Once you know your triggers, you can set up traps in place to prevent yourself from entering those triggers. I didn't do that this time. I didn't really do that at all. And that's my fault. I feel like a hypocrite telling you guys these are ways to escape porn. But telling you guys about these things is actually helping me to remember these things, put it at the forefront of my mind so that next time, you know what, maybe there won't be a next time. All my traps will be set in place so that I don't even feel the urge. I don't feel an urge. Feel no urges because I've already set these things in place. For example, if I know I'm going to have an off day, just plan to go outside. Set a time and go outside. Leave the house. Am I going to go touch myself outside? If I do, I know I'm going to get in so much shit. Public indecency. But no, I'm not going to touch myself outside. That's freaking weird. And it should be normalized that it's weird to touch yourself period. I don't know why it's so socially acceptable now to touch and rub your penis to naked women online. Or men. Or whatever. It is socially acceptable. And that is disgusting. And it sucks. This is the world we live in. I'm very disappointed about it. Or a third way to get out. Pray. Really pray. Put that full armor of God on. Whether or not you believe in Christ. Christ is the way. He is, whether you believe it or not. I'm sorry to say, Jesus Christ does exist. He is the way, the truth, and the life. And you can just imagine yourself touching yourself with God watching. Because He is always there. Whether or not you believe in Him. He is always there. He's watching you. He literally watched me half an hour ago pleasure myself. And He's seen me do it hundreds of times. Hundreds. And I don't know how I feel about that. I've gotten so used to it that I don't really think about it being that big of a problem. But there's actually someone watching you do it every time. Someone watching you touch your penis every single time you do it. And if you think about that, that should get you to stop, period. For whatever reason, it doesn't get me to stop. Because I don't give a shit when I'm in that mode. So I have to resort to figuring out other ways to stop myself from doing it. Maybe inviting a friend over. Maybe finding some accountability partners. And texting them whenever I feel an urge or letting them know that I am going to be home alone. If I let them know I'm going to be home alone, even before I'm tempted, that will get them to check up on you. And you got to be accountable. And you got to be on your best behavior. Fourth thing you can do, set up money. Make a bet with somebody. Or tell them, if I struggle again, I'm going to e-transfer transfer you $500. It actually works. It's worked for me. This is one of the most effective measures to quit for me. I don't put money on the line like often at all. Could be one of the reasons why I struggle. And I'm disappointed that this has to be one of the most effective measures. I wish obeying Christ and wanting to be an obedient servant to Him, obedient child of God, would come first and was the most effective way to overcome porn. But unfortunately, it isn't for me. And it has to be money. A worldly thing. I'd rather it be God, but no, it's money. My body, my soul is a temple for the Holy Spirit. And unfortunately, that isn't the most effective measure, which shows how much I love God, right? I think God understands too. We're broken people. We're broken. No one is good, and that is why He died on the cross for our sins. But money is an effective tool if you want to quit porn. Put money on the line with somebody. Fifth thing that you can do, you've got Covenant Eyes, right? An app that monitors your screen, and if there's anything fishy, anything that it deems as sexualized content, you can input friends' emails into the Covenant Eyes app. And if Covenant Eyes detects that you might be watching something that is graphic, it will send screenshots of whatever you're watching to your friends and notify them that, hey, this guy is messing up. Covenant Eyes was one of the things that really helped in the beginning, though I found workarounds. Unfortunately, I found workarounds, and I no longer use Covenant Eyes because of that. And I've probably invested $300+ because you have to spend $30 for a monthly subscription for Covenant Eyes. And $300 gone, unfortunately, and I'm still here, still committing the same sin over and over again. 6, you need a nice community around you. Once you have a nice community, a nice church community, a group of people that you surround yourself with who's just all motivated to get better themselves. They say a group of people can help inspire and influence you to also join the tribe. You'll be desired. You'll have that desire to join the tribe as well, to join the community of people that all have aspirations to better themselves. You'll also want to better yourself because you want to feel included. You want to be a part of the group. You can join a church community with brethren that all want to better themselves, who all open up and share their stories and all desire to get better. All implement different ways, different methods. If you struggle, you're not back at day one. If you think like that, you'll feel like it's even more challenging to get out every single time you relapse. You're not back at day one. Technically you are, but you can reframe it like this. It's like you're running a race. You slip in the mud. Do you have to go all the way back to the starting line to rerun that whole route? No, not at all. You just pick up where you tripped and you just keep running. That's how we should all see this. It'll make you feel worse about yourself if you keep having to run back to the starting line just to try to pass where you tripped last time. You're likely going to continue to stumble, unfortunately. And even after watching this video, I can't tell whether or not you're going to continue watching porn or if you're going to be done with it. See, we are done with it, guys. Guys, we're done. We don't watch porn, and we don't watch porn. I finished it at my last session ever in my life 40 minutes ago. Never touching that again. Right, I'm no longer a penis toucher. I don't touch my penis anymore. Except if I have to aim to pee. That's it. But these are some of the things that might help you guys, that help me in times of temptation, even in times of preparing for when I could get tempted. These are some things that I hope could help you guys in your journey to wellness. And I appreciate you all for watching. I don't know how many views this will get because I have like 3 subscribers. I think they're all my channels. 3 different channels of mine are subscribed to this new channel here. But I hope this video meets the right audience and that none of my friends see this video, because then I'll feel weird about it. Wait, this might actually help me to quit for real. If this video gets to some of my friends somehow, I'll feel like shit. No, I'll be so embarrassed. I'll be so freaking embarrassed. Or if this video somehow got my crush's FYP. Imagine that. Oh shoot. I might actually stop for good. I might actually never do it again. I mean, I've already stopped. But I'll probably stop. If people at my work talked about it, if people I knew talked about it, who were close to me talked about it, that would be crazy. But anyways, thank you guys so much for watching, and feel free to subscribe if you want to join me in having conversations about things that go on in this world